We pay too much attention to our feelings. Our society is just like totally about that too. It's a lot about feelings. People come in all the time. I mean, it is simply because I feel bad and I must feel better. Now, there's nothing wrong with feeling better. I think we all like that. But when feelings become the only focus, it's trouble. Choosing to focus on them rather than on God. I focus on them, and a lot of times painful emotions become worse as I do that. And when I focus on God and His truth, it actually decreases painful emotions. People who do this are ruled by their own spirit, not God's spirit. They neglect biblical responsibilities and they lose hope. They find that they get less and less satisfaction from spiritual things, and his focus remains on the circumstances that are around them and the feelings that generated them. People find that they cry more easily, they become more easily annoyed, they experience longer periods of sadness and have difficulty doing the normal activities of life. So they move this milder depression or just discouragement and disappointment into moderate depression by giving into their feelings. An example of this is in the Old Testament, the prophet Jeremiah, in the book of Lamentations, which actually that name means to cry out, the word Lamentations. In chapter 3, verse 23, he uses language a lot like what Joanne pointed out earlier. He describes in metaphoric language his mood: black darkness, being broken, being trapped, being filled with bitterness, being far off from peace, being weary and fatigued, crying out and being shut out. Now, he describes all these dark emotions and he experienced them, but he was only down for a time. He's not down and out for good. It never became so severe that he lost hope. Though he was knocked down physically and emotionally, he kept serving God. He kept telling the message that he had. He wasn't ready to give up, even though life was extremely difficult and his emotions would tell him something different.